Hello chaps, it's day 35 in the Age of Wonders Broken Bow PBEM game. And we've already played through a little bit of this turn because I didn't have to show you everything I did. So I'll just tell you what I did. Over here I sent this archer to capture this mine. Structures have 6 hexes of vision, so I was just barely able to see these two Frostling heroes, which both have high defense, and they also have the liquid form enchantment with physical protection, which makes them twice as durable against physical damage and of course allows them to swim. Now I'm not sure if I can fight them. In order to capture this walled city, the heroes won't be able to damage the walls by themselves. They'll need some giants to come with them because giants have hull boulder and wall crushing. And I'm pretty sure they have the giants right here. So next turn, I'll probably be confronted with a force of giants that's too strong for this garrison to even think about defeating. Which is why I just moved these guys one hex closer to this cave entrance. That's where they're probably going to flee. I also sent half of this army north, which is a bit risky. Splitting your forces like this and leaving some in a garrison, some to move north is always it's kind of foolhardy. I really should capture this water node at some point. I feel like the Elven Ranger will pop out of nowhere and slaughter whoever I send to capture it, however. The orcs down here chose to play it safe. As you can see, they didn't advance very far at all. They were there the turn before and now they're there. So, yeah, they're definitely letting us retreat. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to retreat. And just as with the Frostlings, we're fortifying this area. With the orcs, we're going to fortify this area. And if necessary, retreat underground. Or maybe this garrison will actually retreat to this town. And at this, another thing that's good is that we are finally installing the Dark Elf Executioner. Let's actually show you the stats on that. 7 attack. The rest of their stats are okay. And they have life stealing. So, not bad. Not bad at all. A typical, 7 attack versus 10 defense of a superhero, such as Memo's hero. Gives you a 20% chance to hit, which is actually really bad, but it's a lot better than 10% chance to hit that any other mortal low-level unit will likely have. So against the Frostlings, we're kind of doing okay because we took away their source of giants and we took away a lot of their cities. However, and we defeated a little army of theirs here. The bad side is that they do still have, I think, 4 giants at least, and they also have these 2 heroes, which are very strong, and which we don't have anything on par with. The only thing we have to oppose these 2 heroes with is a horde of low-level troops. And unfortunately, low-level troops don't swim, mostly, apart from lizard men, and they also don't move fast, so we might find ourselves massively outmaneuvered by these heroes, which is going to be a pain. Fortunately, they can't capture walled cities by themselves, as I just said, so that will limit the amount of ridiculous raiding that they are going to be able to accomplish. Because I could have a whole army right here and they could just sit on the water here and be fine. Unless I can dispel magic. I probably don't have that spell in my spell book yet. I wonder if you can cast it at range in Age of Wonders 1 like you can in later games. It would be absolutely hilarious if I used Dispel Magic to dispel liquid form. Because if they were in water when I dispelled this, they would lose swimming, and that would mean that they would actually drown and die instantly, and I would instantly defeat their entire faction. So I'm definitely going to try and do that. Am I actually recording? Yeah, I am recording. That's fortunate. Anyway, down here I have a hasted leader with 10 defense. She's actually quite strong. We have actually caught up now with the other heroes in this game. Unfortunately, none of them are good aligned apart from the High Man one, so this isn't too useful. Anyway, the Halflings have very generously donated some more troops for me to slay with impunity. I have a question for myself here, which is... Oh, I can't capture that mine because they're standing right next to it and they'll defend it. So I can't However, I do know that they're still there, so we're going to mop up these enemies to get some free XP. We're actually going to take the ram. The ram isn't too useful right now. And after we kill these 2 ballistae with our hero, we're going to try and mop up that little eagle over there. And I'll show you a little trick to do with movement and initiating battles when you are just barely missing the last movement point, which I guess most of the people watching this video will already know, but it'll still be nice to show it very explicitly. And this formation will hopefully prevent them from shooting my leader. I think it did prevent them from shooting my leader. They probably don't care about shooting a ram. So we're just going to leave people... Oh, actually, I don't need to do that. I can just move all the way and start. I can get this thing rolling. We don't really need to lose these troops for no reason, so I'm just going to move them back. So that was a nice little bit of experience. We're close to level 5. If we can get to level 5 or even level 6 a little bit after that, that'll be very useful. We can do stuff like increasing our... we do have magic strike, so the enemy's liquid form physical protection won't be useful against our hero. You know, if we can get ourselves some more hit points and some more attack, that will be very useful. Especially if we can get 10 attack to counter the enemy's 10 defense. We'll be a little bit prepared for when we want to go up against enemy heroes. Now this is a trick I said I was going to show you with when you don't have the movement points to initiate a battle. What we do have is summon Great Eagle. So now we can start the battle with our Great Eagle, and our hero will be in it because the battle just started next to them. Unfortunately, we just used up all of our casting points. So we can't... Oh, it is going to attack us. That's good. That allows us to counter-attack. Otherwise, we would have no means to actually kill that eagle, which would have been rather silly. And this is the first Great Eagle I've actually summoned in this entire game. And we really don't need it against halflings, because the halfling is played by an AI. So it is high time. Oh, we can actually use the Great Eagle to capture this. Maybe we don't want to do that. We don't want to get the Great Eagle killed, potentially, by an elven ranger. That would be intensely irritating. So we're going to send it down here. We're probably going to use it against Mimo. I feel like Jiri, who is playing Frostlings, he's an alright player. But he's probably as skilled, or slightly less skilled even, than me. Whereas Mimo is clearly the most skilled player. I mean, Jiri might be more skilled than me, who knows? I seem to have the better of him so far, though. But that's just because we had a peace treaty and I was the first one to backstab the other person, so can't really blame him for that. Yeah, Mimo is clearly the most cunning and intelligent of the players in this game, or in any Age of Wonders game currently. His job is a patent engineer. I don't know what a patent engineer actually does, but I do know he's very intelligent, and his wife is a mathematician, and he just outwits me all the time. So having vision from a Great Eagle with Vision 2 is going to be extremely useful once we get it over here. For now, though, we're just going to try and hide and build up a little garrison, a recovery garrison. Oh my god. It's ironic. I said I wanted to get these terrible swordsmen killed, and we still have a bunch of useless Dark Elf swordsmen. Having lost everyone else, we still have the worst units. Well, we don't have any money to spend. We're already spending all of our money, so that's probably all we're going to do. I think I might send the penguins up here because they have swimming. 3 penguins and a lizard man can probably tussle with 4 penguins quite successfully. We definitely don't need... We don't really need any garrison here, but I might leave someone there just... I'm going to leave a garrison here just to make myself feel better about life. Because this is by far the most important town in my whole empire. And the fact that there's no credible way for any enemy to actually attack it doesn't change that fact. I'm going to ship this elephant down here. It's probably just as fast to just keep it on the boat, but whatever. Actually, can we do anything with this boat? It's of no real use to us now. We should probably sacrifice it to the lizard man. He probably has 1 experience point. He doesn't. Oh well. You know what would be really irritating? It would be really irritating if the Elven Ranger was right here and attacked my hero and killed them. Imagine if the Elven Ranger was hiding in these trees right here. We have less HP than an Elven Ranger, but we have vastly superior defense. We have great damage. We have parry. We have haste, so he's not going to get that many volleys of arrows in before we close on him, even in auto combat. We have Dark Gift, which gives us Death Strike. Yeah, and we have Unholy Champion, so we can absolutely slaughter an Elven Ranger. That would just be even more experience, and it would mean that I no longer have to worry about him. So I actually hope that the Elven Ranger tries to assassinate me, because he'll fail. And I might as well send this lizard man down here. What else are we doing here? I can no longer reinforce this place by that route, which is a bit of a worry. In fact, this whole region down here is kind of dead because it no longer has communication through here. The orcs can easily interfere with that. I'm just going to send them to my leader. I don't necessarily need a vast empire. As long as I can control this town and make Dark Elf Executioners, and as long as I have a really powerful hero, and I guess as long as... I would be okay potentially winning this game as long as I control this region and have my hero. Like, if everyone declares war on me and I'm in a 3v1 and I just lose my empire, I'm going to retreat to this area. Or possibly... No, I would retreat to this area. That you can... I would retreat to all of this area that you can see on the screen right now. And I would just say, okay, I'm so weak. I have so few cities. I've lost my armies. You all beat me in battle. Oh no, are you going to try and finish me off? Who wants to lose the most soldiers finishing me off? Which of you wants to be the first to turn against each other? And you know, that's how a free-for-all works. When you're weak, people decide that you're no longer a threat, at least not a priority, and they start attacking each other. Currently, we're the most powerful player outwardly, but our inner power is kind of weak. Our leader is not too strong. Our second hero, this guy, is really weak. He's only level 2. He will be level 3, but he's still weak for now. So people view us as much more of a threat than we really are, and that's a disadvantage in a free-for-all. It is possible that we can actually somehow win a 3v1, but it's actually not possible. It's possible that we do okay in a 2v1, but not too great. I don't know. I feel like I just do not have the necessary resources to win this war. And I'll have to lose a lot of territory before this game is over. And I can win, but I need to stop spamming level 1 troops, which are just Garbo. And I need to... Dark Elf Archers aren't Garbo though. So I'm going to continue spamming them, but... And I have to produce this human archer because it's right here where I'm trying to build up a force to defend myself against the orcs. This city I stopped producing from Undead archers are nice because they're good cannon fodder, they have regeneration. Lizard men swim. I don't know. I wish I had more money. Oh, and I've stopped producing shamans. That was a bit of a waste. I don't need to spend 30 gold on a shaman. Hang on, wait a second. So imagine if the two Frostlink heroes are walking on water and trying to raid or something. They're just on water by themselves, and then we do that, freeze water. And then we attack them with an entire army that they didn't think could get to them. That would be powerful. But it's not relevant at the moment. For the moment we just want another aerial scout. What are we researching? That's not a very useful spell. That's about it for this turn. I definitely expect the high men to attack me. Well, see you next time.